You and I need to learn how to examine our thought processes and our thought patterns. Examine, that's a key word. You got to check out your thinking. We're not very good as human beings, and certainly not as Christian believers many times, at really checking our thinking, to really ask the question, is what I'm thinking really true? Or is what I'm thinking false? Is what I'm thinking accurate or inaccurate? Is what I'm thinking, is it appropriate or is it inappropriate? We could go on and on with these back and forth, but the whole idea is for you to know whether your thoughts are one or the other. What do you have to do? What do you have to do? You have to examine them. If you don't examine your thinking, you'll just think it and think that it is true when it is not necessarily true. It may very well be false. It could be inaccurate in the way that you're thinking, but you have to pay attention. You have to examine your thinking. The way I like to say it is you have to think about your thinking, because behind every unholy or unhealthy or unwholesome thought pattern is one thing, and that's a big L-I-E. That's the kind of thinking that will get you in trouble, thinking that is based upon things that are not even true. And I'll just say this, don't believe everything you think. I told you recently in one of our messages, it may have been last week, don't believe everything you feel. I'm going to tell you this week, don't believe everything you think. Have your thoughts ever lied to you? Have your thoughts ever told you that person didn't like you when you found out they didn't even really know you? Okay. Have your thoughts told you all kinds of things before that you bought into and you believed and you accepted as being true, only later to find out that those thoughts were not true at all? There were things that you'd built up inside of your own head, and they'd been troubling you or creating all kind of agony in your life because you were thinking something, you had established something as true when it was not even true. So thoughts impact you when you believe them. That's how they're going to impact your life. And if you're going to believe a thought, it only makes sense to examine it, right? Because if you're not believing that which is true and accurate, then you're building your life on something that is inaccurate.